Hit record. So welcome everyone to, I was going to say January, not January, July 13th call. I'm going to be leading the call tonight. Melissa and Jen and Nicole are at an event in Alora, which is super amazing. I know it's the second, I believe, second or third Raise Your Vibration. So super exciting. Who was on the Brian Marsh call or has, I was going to say read it. Oh my gosh, my brain. Yeah. How amazing was that? I loved it. I love that it's so simple. And I follow a lot of Aussies and UK reps, and they definitely do things differently than us. And I love what we do differently, but they just have I guess their focus seems to be really like creating that desire for the lifestyle. And I remember at conference, I kind of was picking Brian's brain about, asking him for tips and stuff. And he said, well, we all know that Juice Plus is an amazing product, but people really want that lifestyle, and you have to find that pain and really feed into that pain. And there's so many nuggets in Brian's. I actually want to rewatch it and take more notes, because I feel like even watching a good movie or a funny movie, sometimes when you watch it the second time, you always find something else that's really good. So I'm going to rewatch it. But does anyone want to share what they got out of Brian's call? Anyone?
I really liked how he really he did this little funnel.
Yes.
Thing where it's just basically create the curiosity, send them an event, do the three-way call. It just seemed very simplistic and effective, obviously, for them.
Yeah.
So it just kind of made me think, I've been leading with the business more, but I really got to start taking that approach. And how as soon as they got somebody new, it'd be within 48 hours, boom, let's build your team. There was no worrying about. They just went full throttle with it, sort of training on the go.
Yeah.
And they're just, let's get your team going in 48 hours, and you're just like, what? I just started. How am I supposed to freaking know what to do? And I just got signed on. And you want me to build a team? I really like that approach. I thought that was pretty cool.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Finding out who shares the same pain as what you're going through, that was huge.
Yeah, and that was a huge nugget for me too, Dax.
And I told Steph this. I don't know, I can't see if she's on the call, but I said to her, that's you. You need to find those same corporate people that are going through the same stuff you are. Yeah. And if you can identify, those people will identify with you more.
Yeah.
And then they'll be more receptive to maybe looking at it, right? So that's what I took. I thought it was great.
That was a huge nugget for me too, because when I came into the business, there was a gentleman who went crazy fast in the business, and he had this what's the word I'm looking for? I'm really getting stumped on finding words when I have them in my vocabulary. I just can't think of them quickly. Categories. Simple word to forget. So he'd have a list of people that, moms and people that maybe needed to lose weight or always had sick kids. And that's where he would funnel his names. And that's kind of what I've been doing. But I really liked what Brian said, is finding that person with the same pain, and not necessarily not sharing the business with other types of people, but because we can relate so closely, obviously, because that pain is there. And for those of you who don't know, Dax's fiance, Stephanie, or what she does, she's in the huge corporate grind and works stupid hours. So yeah, and I really, that's something that was a huge takeaway for me too. And I'm so excited for Adam's call on next Monday. And the flyer is awesome. Have any of you guys started inviting? How is inviting going for everyone? I have 2 people so far confirmed. Does
I have
anyone?
one. I have
Yeah.
one confirmed, but I invited I think 6 people today.
Yeah.
Like that.
And how are you inviting Dax? Are you like text, or are you
Um,
inviting people that have the same pain as you, or?
well, some people are people I've kind of talked to a little bit already about the business. Some are yes, the same pain, and one of them was the one who responded to my post that I put on a couple of days ago. And I told you we were trying to get a 3-way call with her, so I did get to talk to her today. So she's going to get on that call. So I got 2 confirmed so far.
Yeah.
So
Melissa, sorry, I'm just. Okay, amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. For those of you who can't see the chat, Nicole and Melissa are going to combine the VF and SC call time to 8:30, 25 minutes, so everyone can get on the call. Yeah, I guess Mitra, for those of you who are on the rep wrap or listen to the recording, I guess she set up the Zoom differently than normal, and it had a cap, so a lot of people didn't get on, but thank goodness for recording. So I met with Brian Marsh. Ashley, have you started inviting? I know that you are amazing at inviting.
Yeah, I've been inviting to that. I'm also trying to fill the house with my wine and wellness, so I've kind of been doing double duty because it's on the 20th. So,
yeah.
But yeah, just same thing, just reaching out to people, mainly moms. I'm focusing on moms.
Yeah.
That I know are at home, and
yeah.
that's kind of my, or moms that are self-employed like myself, with the photography business, but I still have to work. So I don't really have that time freedom yet. I still have to go and work.
Yeah.
So just really stressing the, stressing the importance of, making money while we sleep. And that's kind of the approach I'm taking. And decent response. I think I have a handful of people that are planning on tuning in. So whether or not they do, hopefully they do. And still just inviting out. So yeah, same thing, just talking to people.
Would you mind maybe sharing like what verbiage you're using for like an example?
Yeah, so for instance, my girlfriend that I went to high school with, I actually met up with her for coffee the other day to talk about the products and the business a little bit. She's a midwife, and so again, she's working crazy hours, and obviously unpredictable hours. And I just mentioned to her, like, because she's exhausted, she's doing that, and she's working a job as a florist.
Yeah.
So I just said, like, what would you think about jumping on a Zoom call? It only takes like 30 minutes, and it's super respectful of your time, and they're going to have this incredible event. I just stressed the sexy Aussie and told her to join in. I was like, at the very least, you've got some eye candy. I'm being real. Like, I'm not making it formal.
Yeah.
I'm being real. I want them to see the fun that the Aussies are having. And that's kind of the angle that I'm taking. So
that's an
example,
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm using kind of the same approach, for many years, we always followed a script, and maybe it got like one customer or one interest in a potential, but at the end of the day, it's just about, and you hear it over and over and over again. People are either joining the business or buying the product because of you, right? And it has nothing to do with anything else. So when you're being real and, relatable, then people let their guard down. Because let's be honest, like all of us, Mary Lisa, you have amazing posts. Ash, you have amazing posts. Dax, you do too. Sonia does. Janice, don't see much of other than your fabulous traveling. Like people like are interested, you know, but they might be worried or scared to reach out to you. So when you approach them in a non-salesy, real manner, they begin to trust you. And then that's when you have that open door to invite and they accept, right? It's really crazy. And I know I've really tried in the last few weeks, well, especially since Brian Marsh's, is creating that curiosity. I've been pretty lucky because before this whole creating curiosity thing, like I just barfed Juice Plus all over. Like that's, if I scroll back into like, sometimes I look back to find like old pictures that I want to use. It's like, oh my gosh, like I just totally barfed Juice Plus. And, you know, so it's just regaining people's trust and yeah, being real. A girlfriend of mine, something that like how I invited her, because in my head I was like, oh no, she's not going to say yes, but I heard her pain. We went to an event on Saturday and she's on mat leave right now and she's going back in a month, and she's like, you know, I kind of knew that she didn't want to go back, but I was like playing dumb, and I was just, you know, sharing my pain, you know, like I totally know how you're feeling. It's the most awful feeling, and I'm so grateful that, you know, I found something that's fun and it's a community of like healthy people and a lot of moms, and you know, it's going to allow me to stay home with Jagger. And like I didn't say anything about inviting her to the business at that point. I just like basically shared my experience and, you know, how much I loved it and how much it worked kind of seamlessly being a mom. And not saying that it was easy, because it was definitely hard, but then a couple days ago, you know, I just kind of still kept the conversation going, like just like, oh, it was so good to see you on the weekend. And then the next day I'm like, you know, I've been thinking about you. I know that you seemed really, you know, anxious about going back to work, and I know you know what I do, and I know that I shared my story with you. But I would love for you to be on this call. I use the eye candy too. I'm like, I know you're married to a really handsome guy, but this power couple from Australia is sharing this amazing event with us online. And it's 30 minutes. And I think that this could give you a window of opportunity to possibly stay home or spend more time with Theo. And she's like, you want to know what? She's like, yes, I love your posts, and, you know, I'm super inspired by you, and why not? You know, and I was totally not expecting that. So yeah, it's just creating that trust, because the old me, I probably would have went for the jugular at the event when I heard her say she didn't want to go back to the event, but I just kind of milked it and needed it, and, you know, courted her a little bit just by asking questions and having her trust me that I wasn't just going to go for it. I seemed genuine and caring. And, you know, that, I think that's a really important piece to when you are inviting and when you're talking to people, prospects, is super important to have that trust. Mary Lisa, are you inviting anyone to the event or do you want to
Yeah, I was going to ask you your opinion. So I'm actually planning on doing that tomorrow morning. So there's maybe like, I don't know, 4 people or so that who I had invited to the regional, and they said, oh, I would have loved to come, but you know, whatever. So I'm going to definitely go to those people.
first?
But so if I was planning on leaving them a voice message, like a messenger voice thing, so they hear my voice. But would you say, like, within that same time, like, would you say, if you're interested, I can send you the flyer, or would you just leave the message and then put the flyer? Because I think if you put the flyer, then that they probably wouldn't even answer, right?
Yeah, I struggle with that.
Because I usually send the flyer at the same time.
I usually do too. But I've been told not to and ask for permission. So maybe I'll ask Nicole. We can ask Nicole what she thinks, because I mean, I'm still learning too, right? because yes, I will definitely send, like, I'll send the voice message so they hear, like, you know, my excitement and all that. But
Like,
yeah, well, and that's usually
in this case, maybe.
yeah. Well, and that's kind of how I feel. Like, they might be like intrigued with what I'm saying, but once they see the visual, that might be the, you know, okay, like, I'll go,
Right.
you know?
Right.
But if they don't see it, that gives them an opportunity to say no.
Right. Yeah.
It's like almost asking like a close-ended question, right? Like, if I wanted you to, and like when I worked retail in my youngin' days, like, we were always told not to ask close-ended questions when you're approaching a customer or whatever, you know. And I really hate that I just use a sales analogy, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you say that, they're gonna say no most of the time.
Right. Or you could, I guess I could say, like, I'm gonna forward you the flyer, let me know what you think, instead of saying like, are you interested, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that.
Yeah. Okay.
What I would do, what I usually do if I'm talking to someone face to face in person, I'll usually say, that's when I'll usually say, look, there's this opportunity to call, blah, blah, and I say, do you mind if I send you the information? They'll always say yes.
Yes.
So that's when you can at least ask for the permission. Can I send it to you?
Do you mind if I can send you the flyer? Yeah.
Yeah. Face to face, I think, is the best way if possible, because people are not going to say no to your face, right?
Yeah.
Can I send you a flyer? No.
If I'm texting them like I did today, I send the flyer and my spiel. I send it to them right away, and then I'll follow up to them like the day before, the day of. Hey,
sorry, what do you send them in the text?
What?
What do you send them in the text? I missed that. You send the flyer and
whatever. I'm just trying to say, like, this for today. Like, I have a trainer who's, you know, leaving us in a couple months, and I know she's gonna be really busy. She's an athletic therapist, but today she's talking about how poor she is. You know, how much money she doesn't have. So I messaged her saying, you know what, hey, I can appreciate, you know, your pain, your financial pain. And she kind of knows I'm doing this. So as I say, you know, I'm doing this to get ahead. So I want to help you get ahead. So here's an opportunity. It's on Monday night, 9 o'clock. It's only 30 minutes. Have a listen. And that's it.
And she's already sent the flyer?
And I sent the flyer with it.
Yeah.
But if I was talking to her face to face at that time, then I would ask her permission. Do you mind if I send you an information on? Right. And that's the difference between face to face. Like I said, if you're talking to them face to face and you ask them, can I send you information or send you that link? They're always going to say yes.
Yeah.
They'll always. If you're going to text them, just send it and let them make the call from there. From there, like on the day of, hey, get on that call tonight. Hope you enjoy it. And if they get on, they get on. If tomorrow, hey, how did you like the call? Well, I didn't get on. Okay. You know, but if they said, yeah, that was really cool, let's talk more. You know?
So if you were going to send, let's say you were going to send it tomorrow. Sorry if you can hear my tower going, it's so loud. If you were going to send, it tomorrow, let's say, and you know, did your voice message with a flyer, how long would you wait? Like, would you give it like 2 days? Like, if it's a Thursday for Monday, would you wait until Saturday and check up on them again? Or would you like just wait till Monday? Because you don't want them to forget about it either. So
if you send it Thursday, I would definitely follow up on Friday, like afternoon before they get home or whatever, like late afternoon. Because usually Fridays, I don't know, I'm speaking for myself, but I usually don't do a lot of work Friday afternoons at work. So that would be a great opportunity for somebody to watch it. I would definitely follow up before the weekend for sure. And then, because if they say no, I haven't watched it yet, I'm like, or whatever, it may be
the flyer,
just say, you know, and then I would probably follow up again on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Speaking to people's, you know, tricky, right? You know, it's always a work in progress. But I feel like if you're just being real and authentic and you have you know, you've asked the questions and finding the pain, and that person, whatever you're sharing, is going to relate, and that solves the problem of their pain, is always a good thing. I'm going way out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to pick up the phone and invite people, which I have never done. I think Ashley's done that. So I'm going to walk in your footsteps, girl, and try using the phone. I hate the phone. I'm so scared of it. I hide behind Facebook Messenger and text messages. Well, and like voice messenger, which I like because it does allow you to hear your voice. On the rep call, towards the end, Mitra was talking about what is that book called? I should have took a note. You have it? Yeah.
Train Your Brain.
What is it?
Train Your Brain.
Yeah, Train Your Brain. And I'm super excited to read that book. And did anyone do the cue card in red pen? Amazing. I've done it, but I did my cue card tonight, and I'm gonna start. I put a timer on my phone. So when I was going for NMD, I downloaded this. I don't know if you guys have come across on Facebook. It's called Daily Om, and it has like hundreds of different topics, and it was like manifesting abundance. So I downloaded this, and it was crazy, the things that it wanted me to do. And one day when I have time, I will definitely do it. But one of them was, it said, you know, writing in red, and had a lot of symbolisms with, you know, pen, the color and everything. So I thought that was really cool. And Mitra also talked about doing a short video that will be what you use to send prospects. Has anyone done one yet? No, I know Mitra did it with one of her team, but I think it was like 11 minutes long. I really feel that that's too long for people to be sending a new prospect. I would really probably try to stick between the 5 to 7 minutes. And I really encourage this week to connect with your upline and do, or a sideline, and do a video so that you can send, because this is what the Aussies are using, right? Well, I think we'll get a glimpse of it, what Adam is doing, so that this is what they send to people that, you know, say yes, or like are interested, and they'll send them this online event. So these are really going to be what captures people right from the get-go. Dax, if you and I want to chat afterwards to do yours. Yeah. When I was doing my speech for NMD, I just realized how important perfecting your story is, right? And it changes throughout your journey, but to always have, you know, at any given time, your story in 5 minutes to just say. And I have my speech obviously on video, but I have it on Voxer. And I've been sending that to people, and it's been super helpful with sharing the business side of things. So I would encourage you this week to connect with your upline and start getting those videos done. Oh, Ashley, she responded to me of phoning people. Yeah, I know it's going to be good. I just need to get over my damn self and pick up the phone. So yeah, if you guys, yeah.
Can I ask you a question about just going back to the video thing?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Because I've done like one of those calls with Nicole, but it was like more like, I think, I don't know, 20 or 25 minutes, whatever. Because we did each of our stories, product stories, business stories, whatever. But with this, if let's say, so you're saying we should still do it with our upline, 5 minutes, and would you still because Mitra was saying don't mention Juice Plus. Just talk about plant powders, juice,
whole food concentrates, and health
and
food
vegan omegas or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, how would you start that off? I'm just thinking. Like, would you say, oh, hi, it's Mary Lisa, and, want to talk to you about something that's, like, I'm just trying to think about how I would start that off. Something that's changed my life. I'm just, I don't really know how I would start off. Like, I know what I would say after, but it's just at the beginning, especially if it's like a recorded video and it's not like a live thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, well, thanks for joining us today. You can't like really do it that way.
Yeah. Did you see Mitra's?
No.
I don't know where she posted it.
No, I didn't see her video. No, I saw the call.
Maybe she did it in, because Nicole said she did it. I didn't see it posted on Team Shining Star, but we do have a messenger group. So maybe she posted it in there. I'll have a look. And yeah, Nicole was supposed to do one too, to help to like guide us on how to like maybe do it. So I'll touch base with Nicole tonight, asking her when she's going to do hers. Cause same thing. Like because
I'd love to do one. I just trying to
wrap your head around
an example. I think once we see an example, it'll totally make sense. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I'll ask Nicole if she can maybe do like a little example for us so we have an idea as to how to run it. And lastly, that they wanted me to touch on is the Freedom Revolution. Has anybody been using that? I'm going to flip over here. Can everyone see my screen? Yeah. Hi, Nick.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, awesome. Has anybody been using this at all yet? I think it's such a great website, and it was kind of an eye-opener. I know for Nicole and Melissa and Jen, and even myself, when we saw this, the Team Bee site, it's beautiful, and it obviously looks way better than it did before, but there's just so many links and info, and I think it's just very overwhelming. It was overwhelming to me to do the getting started. Like, I got anxiety about starting a new rep because I hated bringing them to that page. And like, obviously there's good intention behind it, but I think it was just way too much. So this is amazing. The getting started obviously is this Lawrence Slocum, Lawrence Lahav now. It's all about casting your vision. And then there's another video about making your list, and then sharing your product story, and then sharing your business story, events, effective inviting. Actually, I'm going to watch that afterwards. Social media success, the art of follow-up, expanding your team, what's next. So all amazing videos for someone that's just getting in the business, or like, I forgot about these last ones. I'm like, oh crap, I want to go back. I want to watch those. So super awesome getting started. And I like that they're videos too, right? I find that I relate a lot more to videos. I learn better from visually. And then the FAQs are awesome too. They're all videos. So, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dr. Mitra Ray's site. She has, like, her Q&A link is actually on the Team Bee. I love that. That's actually one of my go-to documents that I use. But here they are in videos. So all the, how many times do you get this question? Why did Juice Plus ship in 4 months? Like, all the time. So these are really, really good videos. Did you guys see Alyssa Harriman's video about soy? She posted. I posted that in my healthy living page, and I have 3 people that are not on Juice Plus now wanting to go on to try the shakes because they were apprehensive before. It's so funny. It's just like third-party validation from a nutritionist. They're like, okay, I'll try them, even though, you know, I've told them many times. But that's awesome. I love that her video. So yeah, it's 9:00. Does anybody have anything to share or feel I missed or want to chat about before we go? Hi, Janice. Oh, there's a whole nother people. I didn't scroll over. Hi, Sonia. I didn't see all these people on the call. All right, well, we'll call it a night then. I hope you guys got some good tips, and if you guys have any questions, I will touch base with, I'll send Nicole a Voxer to see if she can send us a video on, you know, how to share our stories. And I'll look to see if Mitra's is posted anywhere. Just give me 1 second. I stop share. I think there's, okay. Night, everyone.